Good morning. It's day 102 on the PCT, and it's a rare day. It's a light rain. My stuff's all wet, but I got it all packed up and I'm ready to hit the road. It's about 8:30. I hung out for a little bit because of the rain, hoping that it might let up, but it looks like it's probably in for the day. So just have to hike in the rain. That's the way it goes. I'm about 32 miles from Snoqualmie, and not going to make it all the way there today, but maybe 20 miles or so. We'll just see how far I get. Hope you guys' day off is off to a great start, and I will talk to you in a little while. No sunrise to show you this morning. Just a lot of green with gray clouds. But there's still something kind of peaceful about it. I like it. Little layer of clouds down there in the mountains. Kind of see the light drizzle across the valley here. It's not that bad though. I'm grateful for that. I wouldn't want it to be pouring down rain. Thought you might want to hear just the sound of the quiet forest this morning. I'm going to unplug my mic and just try the microphone on the phone. Out in the open for just a little bit here, so I'd give a quick look at what I'm seeing. Look at these beautiful flowers. So in yesterday's video, I was explaining how I do some of the big miles in our, I don't know if you consider 30 miles big miles, but anyway, people have also asked me, why do I do that? And a couple different reasons. One is sometimes I'm setting myself up to try to get to a place, and like this next town is Snoqualmie, and if I can set myself up so that I only have 15 or less miles into town, it's kind of like having another day off, because I can be in there by noonish or earlier, and gives me a chance to get some breakfast or get another meal in town, and just buys me a little more time to get all the stuff done that I need to get done usually when I'm in town. So that's one of the reasons. But the other, honestly, is I enjoy it. It's I like the physical aspect of it. I like the mental aspect of it. Sometimes when I'm tired and I don't feel like doing it and I push through it, then I don't know, it just makes me feel like I've accomplished something. So anyway, those are a couple of the reasons why I do some of these bigger miles. I think it's good to push your limits sometimes, and just try to see what you can do. Then when it gets tough, try to push through it. I'm not preaching to anybody here. I'm just saying that that's what works for me, and it's something that I've enjoyed. I've enjoyed it in the sporting activities that I've done. So I don't know. I guess it's probably natural for me to turn a hike like this into, not the whole hike, but some of the hike into, kind of a physical challenge just to see what I can do. And the time to do that is you know, when I'm walking through all these, what I call monotonous beauty, which is, it's the forest, right? It's beautiful. You're super happy to be out here walking through it. But it is the same thing all day long. So I think trying to push some miles through it is, I'm not really missing anything. Now, when I get up to an area that has bigger views, that for sure is going to slow me down. And also I know that coming up here, the terrain is going to be really tough, and that's going to slow down the miles a lot too. So anyway, just thought I'd explain some of my thoughts behind why I do some of the crazy stuff that I do. So, and I'll admit it's crazy. So the trail, as it goes along, sometimes it'll cross these areas that have these big power lines. And they're kind of interesting because there's just these big swoops of open space between the trees with the power lines going through. Always gives you a little bit of a view, and also tainted a little bit by the power lines. So I just passed the southbounder who was eating an apple, and he was going uphill. So I had pulled off to the side, which is hiker etiquette, is that the uphill hiker has the right of way. So anyway, I pull off to the side, and as he's passing me, he holds the apple up, and he smiles, and he says, "Trail magic in about a mile." So hopefully they're still there. We'll see what happens. All right, check out this sign. Trail magic ahead. Hi there. I see trail magic.
Trail happy guys.
I am happy. I haven't officially met you yet, but this is the person that set up the trail magic.
With my daughter, who's not here right now, but please eat.
So look at this awesome table full of food. People do this out of the kindness of their heart. It's just wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, you should. You're doing something
awesome. All right, I had to show you one more time the awesome trail magic here. So at the trail magic back there, I got a semi-challenge to make it to the Snoqualmie trailhead parking lot for the PCT, which is about 18 miles. So that would put me at a 32-mile day today, and it was about 2:45 when I took off from there. So I'm guessing I'm going to take the challenge, and I'm guessing that's going to put me at the parking lot somewhere around 10ish if things go okay. So I'm going to try to keep moving fast here, and I'll show you bits and scenes of the forest, but it's mostly the same as what we've been looking at, which is why I accepted the challenge. What the heck? Might as well do something and try to have some fun at it. So it's around 4 o'clock. Here's what it looks like. Kind of a pretty little waterfall here by the trail. It's almost 5 o'clock, and still moving along pretty good here, but now it's starting to rain pretty hard. I don't know if you can hear it or not on the video. So it's about 6:20, and I got about 9 miles to go. It's been pouring down rain, so I'm soaked. I'm glad that my sleeping bag and stuff is in dry sacks, so that when I get to the parking lot, I'll have something dry to get into. To tell you, between the rain and the terrain and these rocks, This challenge is getting definitely very difficult. I think I'm down to around 7 miles, but it's slow going with all these rocks. Well, the trail is evened out a little bit, and I even got a view of the Cascades. So it's let's see, 7:35, and I don't know, I'll have to check and see how far I have yet to go. Alright, I got 5.6 to go, and hopefully the terrain will stay evened out. Right now I'm going back through some rocks again, but one of the reasons I accepted this challenge is just because of the rain. You know, I'm all wet already, and I would prefer to not have to hike tomorrow morning in more rain, which I think that's the forecast, is more rain for tomorrow. So might as well just get it all done today, and I can go in town and hopefully get my hotel room early. I don't know, I heard they charge to try to get in there early, but I'll worry about that tomorrow. Tonight, let's just get to the parking lot and try to get set up. So the clouds are starting to form below the mountains down there. Must be the temperature change with the rain. Well, I got about 4 miles to go. I can see the freeway down there, but I think I got to take the roundabout way to get down to it. So back in the rocks again. I'm getting really close. I think I'm down to a mile or so. This is I think, I'm not sure what that is up here. Better pay attention to what I'm doing because it's still pretty rocky terrain here. All right, so this is the wrap up for day 102. I made it to Snoqualmie Pass and found a little spot in the woods to set up my tent. I did 32 miles today and a lot of pouring down rain and tough terrain, but hey, I made it here. Now I'm gonna get some sleep, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna go in and get a nice hot breakfast. So I hope you guys had a great day. I had an interesting day. It was a great day and a lot of fun, and I did like the challenge of trying to get here this afternoon. So anyway, it's all good. I'll talk to you guys sometime tomorrow. Have a good night.